Hey, what's up YouTube? Benaris here with another broadcast of Star Wars The Old Republic. Today's video is going to be arranged a little bit differently. I forgot to set my resolution back to the recording setting when I started playing, and so I recorded a few of the quest intro cinematics in that particular resolution. Long story short, my monitor's 1900 by 1200 native, and I recorded 1920 by 1080, and it looks a little weird when I record in the 1200 resolution. It still works though, and so what I've done is I've accepted some quests that I can't really go back and re-record. So what I'm going to do is start off this video by showing you the cinematics in a little bit of an altered quality. Again, I apologize for that, but at least you'll get caught up to speed. And then from there, we're going to move forward with the quests, and you'll be able to identify with what's going on and have a good time. So without further ado, here they are.
Ah, mercenary. Already word of your feats has reached those knowledgeable in Kars City. I am the apprentice and voice of Darth Charnus. I speak in his name, and I would bargain for your services.
I've never heard of any Darth Charnus.
My master prefers to remain in the shadows, but do not doubt his power, nor his ability to reward success. I speak for him. I require individuals capable of gaining prestige in a society weaned on secrecy and madness. Individuals who can earn respect, if not love. I need infiltrators to eliminate an enemy of the Sith. You would serve well.
You're wanting to hire me?
If you like. Our enemy is the Order of Revan, a cult of fools hidden at every stratum of Imperial society. For years, the Revanite heretics have secretly recruited military officers, powerful Sith, wealthy mercenaries, anyone who can add to their power.
If they're secret, how do you know anything about them?
My master has spent many years learning of the Revanites. Together, we have exposed many. Instead of following the Emperor and his Dark Council, the Revanites follow a long-dead Sith Lord, tainted by Jedi ways. If you can uncover the Revanite leader's identity for us, my master will reveal him to the Dark Council. His destruction would be assured. All you have to do is join the cult. I can get you inside, but you must earn their trust.
I earn their trust, I earn my fee. Is that right?
Indeed. The Revanites have a secret compound in the jungle. Take this token to the cultist at the entrance. He will initiate you. Have an audience with their leader. When you have seen his face, return here, and you shall have your reward.
You have business here?
You work for the Admiral? What's he like?
It's against regulation to discuss superior officers, not to mention bad form. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm very busy.
Let me in there, now.
I really couldn't care less what you...
What's all that racket out there, soldier?
There's a quarrelsome alien here, Admiral. It refuses to leave.
Quarrelsome? You're as weak as you are stupid. I requested a mercenary from the Mandalorians. Send that person in immediately.
Yes, sir. You may go in now.
I'll bet you get a demerit for that, Lieutenant.
You're terrible.
The Admiral is waiting.
I love the attitude.
Come in, mercenary. I apologize if my secretary caused you grief. He is of low birth, and his intelligence reflects it. I'm afraid many of our Imperial soldiers are hopeless with delicate tasks. This is, of course, why I asked for a professional.
If it's delicate you want, it's delicate you'll get.
I have every faith in the Mandalorian Enclave's ability to get things done discreetly. My daughter has become something of a liability to me. I want you to kill her.
What?
That's something you don't hear every day.
Then I'll assume you're newly arrived to Dromund Kaas. Things work a bit differently here. My daughter was born Force-sensitive and trained to be Sith. A great honor for our family. Unfortunately, my daughter's master is one Lord Grathan, a madman who is now disgraced in the eyes of the Dark Council.
Why not just get her a new master?
It's outside of my control. The Sith manage their own affairs, the rest of us merely suffer the consequences. If Lord Grathan's compound is raided and my daughter captured or killed, every member of her family will suffer. This is Sith politics. In the best-case scenario, I lose my rank and position. In the worst...
You'd get squashed like a bug?
An inelegant way to phrase it, but yes. Lord Grathan is a paranoid madman. His compound is built to withstand a siege, but a lone infiltrator will take them by surprise. My daughter is somewhere inside Lord Grathan's compound. Her name is Veretta. You will know her as she resembles me closely.
One red-headed Sith child coming up.
Yes. Red-headed. Like myself and her mother.
Hang on, I've been running some data. Turns out renegade Sith Lord followers rack up death marks like crazy. Lord Grathan's top people all have prices on their heads.
It'd be a shame to let those bounties go to waste.
And we might need those extra credits to gear you up for the big melee.
Remember, discretion is essential. Do not let yourself be captured. Good luck.
Along the way, it appears that Mako wants to speak to us in private, so we'll see what this is all about.
So this is pretty priceless. There's a ton of buzz on the net about someone breaking into Fothra's place. Fothra's been throwing credits around to find out who did it. No takers. Nemro's paying them to keep quiet. He's having way too much fun watching Fothra suffer.
Nice to be able to keep tabs on things.
You know, Brayden used to say I was unique for having this HoloNet link. But I've no clue how I got it. I've had this implant forever. Parents must have had me teched out as a baby. Who does that?
Maybe they were thinking about your future.
That's hard to imagine. The parents who abandoned me, thinking about my future, Brayden was always encouraging me to look for my past, and I figured street kid from Nar Shaddaa, what's to know? Now, gotta admit he was right. Something weird there.
You want any help? Let me know.
Be careful about promises, buddy, or you'll wind up volunteering to wrestle Rancors on Hutta. Thanks. Really, I appreciate it.
Hey, awesome. Experience and affection. Cool. And wait, is there more? Hold on.
Been poking around the HoloNet, heard a few things that seem suspicious. A Jedi, 2 Imperial colonels, and a Hutt came down with bad cases of dead within hours of each other. Had to be great hunt targets.
Doesn't matter what the other hunters are doing. Stick with me, and we'll win this for Brayden.
Too bad we can't bottle that crazy optimism of yours. We'd make a fortune. So, I looked up the manufacturer of my implant. Weird stuff. Exclusively government contractor. Everything on this model is classified.
Guess your parents had plans for you. Maybe following in their footsteps?
You think they were SIS? Whoever my parents were, they got their hands on one mother of a top-secret gadget. Don't know what that means yet, but I intend to find out.
Indeed. Oh my god, more. I think I know what's happened. I've been working on getting my reputation up with the companion, because I don't know if you know this or not, but if you get your reputation up higher and higher with a particular companion, he or she will take less time to, you know, go and retrieve artifacts, go on scavenging missions, all this stuff. So I figured it would be a good thing to dump the items that I'm getting from diplomacy on my main character onto this one, and you see here there's a ton of dialogue options opening up, I think, as a result of this.
Remember Lord Daka? The Altakas announced his triumphant return home from harrowing captivity. He's already being asked to travel and talk about it.
Wonder exactly how much he'll tell about his little adventure.
Might have to pick up a recording and find out. So, been wondering what kind of people put classified government doodads in their kids' heads. Figured there had to be something in the official records I could dig up.
Don't suppose you found something worth some credits?
I wish. Nothing came up in official channels. Means I probably wasn't born on the Smuggler's Moon. But I figure someone in Nar Shaddaa's gotta remember them, right? Just have to keep asking.
You must have some notion who they were.
No, but I like to imagine they're smugglers, tragically shot down hauling a cargo of illegal Gizkas.
Illegal Gizkas. All right. Okay. All right, Mako. Let's, at some point, we do need to leave the cantina.
Been talking to some people. One of my contacts just had some guy in Arshada asking about me.
Exactly what's he want to know about you?
My contact says the guy practically screams spook. He's asking about my whereabouts. Goes by the name of Carteri. The spook, not my contact. I think we have time to pay him a visit, don't you?
I'm not leaving him loose to come after us. We'll deal with him soon.
All right, then we have a plan.
Now that we're cleared up with what's going on, let's go ahead and accept this quest, and we'll continue.
I used to be respected, you know. My word carried weight. One tiny mistake and suddenly no one trusts me. My troops were acting strangely, plotting something. Obviously they were traitors, all the warning signs were there.
The smart move was to kill them all. How could I know they were planning a surprise party for my promotion?
Oh god, the humor kills me.
I'm sure it was an honest mistake.
My men did a good job of keeping me in the dark.
Too good, the blasted idiots. You have to listen to me. This time, I'm not being paranoid.
Oh, right.
This time,
okay.
I've identified a major threat to Imperial security.
Sure.
There are Kubaz spies all over the jungle,
Right.
and they're invisible.
Oh,
You can only see them when lightning flashes disrupt their stealth technology.
yes, that makes perfect sense.
Are you as ignorant as you look?
Just like my superiors, dismissing me because of a simple past mistake. You have to believe me.
The Empire's enemies are up to something. The Kubaz are here assessing our strengths and weaknesses for them. I just know it. Scour the jungle, watch the lightning flashes, and strike when you see a Kubaz. Kill the snouted scum and bring me proof.
Okay, man. Tell you what, we'll just go with that. And by the way, these things look awesome. I completely forgot what race they are. I'll have to look them up after the video, but they're so cool. Anyways, hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. I know there was no Star Wars episode yesterday. It was taking care of some personal stuff, but on a cool note, I decided to start a PvP video series. Now, this is how it's going to work. I'm going to do several episodes covering each battleground, from probably Bounty Hunter and Sith Inquisitor to start, their perspective that is, using the abilities, low levels, kind of moderate levels as well, and just kind of helping people understand the way that the PvP in this game works. It's very simple to just blanket it in and say, oh, I'm going to go queue up and kill some random people. You know, that's fine and dandy, but in these battlegrounds, it's a little bit more important that you follow specific objectives. Like in Huttball, you don't want to just, arbitrarily start killing people. You need to have a coordinated plan, pass the ball, try to get your ball past the scoreline, so etc. So things like that. And I'm going to be covering abilities that you can use starting at a lower level to affect change in the game. For those of you that don't know, PvP in this game, the health is normalized to a level 50 player across the board. So the way that basically works is a level 10 will come into this and have the same hit points roughly as a level 50 person of the equivalent gear, etc. Now, you can change it a little bit by getting gear upgrades and stuff, but by and large, it's actually pretty evenly matched, I've found so far. So I'm going to be including tutorials about, let's say, focusing on using one ability in particular. So for a mercenary at level 10, you've got heals, right? Heals can affect the game in a big way, probably more so than just randomly shooting people. So we're going to talk about how that can be applied to specific strategies and things like that. So anyways, I just wanted to give you guys a brief overview of what's going to be coming up here in the next couple days. It's a series I'm really looking forward to. I've spent a good bit of time PvPing on my Inquisitor. Not a ton, but I did just get my Duelist title level, PvP level 20 or so. I'm going to work towards 30, and the next day, 3, something like that, tops. But my first advice coming into this is, before we start the series, find a couple friends, because they're going to be pretty instrumental coming into a PvP match. Just 2 or 3 people, I think, would be best. So that'll be your homework for this video series. We'll call it homework. find some friends to PvP with. And then when the video series start, it'll be from the perspective of a group that will be able to win a lot more. That's the whole purpose, is to kind of build up the community's understanding of PvP and make it a much more enjoyable experience for everyone involved. So as far as what we're doing now with the quest, you see we have killed 3 of 6 spotters. We also need to find a few additional... no, actually we've got the communicator. So we just need to kill 3 more spotters, and then we're done with this place. Turns out that, what's-his-face, Captain Geely was right after all. I mean, I did kind of laugh when he said, "How was I supposed to know that they're planning my promotion party?" Well, you could have just not killed them, but I don't know. Maybe I'm asking too much. So you saw that Mako had a lot of quests for us to do. Heat explosion. That is actually a result of, I think I remember mentioning it in the previous video, that it's a result of turning in all those companion gifts. It's something that you can do along the storyline. I would suggest, if you want to progress through that quickly, get diplomacy and start doing quests that give you companion gifts. It'll even say there on the list. Makes it pretty easy to do. Grow in the light side, dark side. I think by the time my character was my Inquisitor was level 20, I was like dark side almost 4. So it just worked out really well. I would highly suggest that. Not the best for making money though, so keep that in mind, unless you plan on selling the goods. I don't know how the economy is in your server, but you know, that's just something to take into consideration. Alright, Mako, we'll heal you up a little bit. Oh, well, I guess in that case we can just do this instead. For those of you that don't know, whenever you seethe or recharge and reload, it heals your companion as well as you. So it's a good idea to keep tabs on that. Alright, we'll go ahead and do our scavenging. Mako, go! Analyze that stuff. Cool. Now we need to kill 1 more spotter, and then we're going to head down south to this point right here to speak to D'Zun. Now this quest is orange for me right now, you can see, but when I level, it should actually kick it up to whatever the appropriate level color is. I can't honestly tell. It's either green or yellow. Hooray! Let's see. What does it put it at now? Ah, yeah, okay, so that's fine. Push you off. Alright, cool. Let's go turn this in. Hopefully this guy doesn't kill me.
Aha! A holocommunicator with Kubar's markings on it! This will shut up those fools calling me paranoid! With this, I'll finally prove there are spies all around us. My superiors can't ignore this kind of evidence. You've done a great service for both me and the Empire, my friend. Take this, and my thanks.
He probably gave us like a kazoo from his party. Oh, that would be awkward. Cool. Gear upgrade. We'll select that. Oh, you have a codex entry? Oh man, we gotta check that out. First things first, we have a new talent point. I'm going to probably dump it into there. Yes, right there. Cool. Da-da-da. And for those of you who are wondering, I have 3 of 3 in aim, and then this will increase the damage dealt by missiles and power shots by 3%. Next part, we continue our journey down south towards D'Zun and the main quest nearby. Ah yes, the base of the Revanite operations. Pretty interesting story about old Revan. You may want to look him up sometime. He went from Jedi to Sith to Jedi again, but it was kind of a forced transformation, and then a whole bunch of other stuff. But anyways, it's a really cool story. You should definitely go to the wiki and check it out.
Did you lose your way in the jungle? You have my sympathies, but we can't help. We have no food or water to offer. There's nothing for you here, and strangers are not welcome in this place. You'd best be going.
I'm not leaving. I'm here to join the Order of Revan.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about, or... Ah, you do have the token. Someone must have had great faith in you to send you our way. Welcome to the Order of Revan, Initiate. Welcome to your new life.
What is this place?
This place is our haven, built by the Master and protected by the faithful. Here we leave our duties to the Empire behind. This is where the Master guides us in the mysteries of Revan. The one who began a Jedi, but grew into a Sith, and then something more.
Why would a Jedi join the Sith? And what do you mean by something more?
As a Jedi, Revan was a warrior who slaughtered armies. As a Sith, Revan was a teacher who trained 1,000 dark apprentices. Eventually, Jedi and Sith both turned on Revan. But instead of being destroyed, Revan was reborn.
What do you mean, reborn? What was Revan's final fate?
Revan was stripped of power, stripped of life, of memory, and left to rot. And still, Revan relearned the ways of the Force. The reborn Revan destroyed Jedi and Sith, and came to Dromund Kaas. Although Revan's life ended here, the Master preserved that life, so that we may learn from it.
You know I'm not even Imperial, right? This isn't my thing.
Sith or not, Imperial or not, Revan taught many people. Anyone can benefit from our work. Take part in our rituals, learn Revan's path to greatness, succeed, and you earn the right to join us.
Then I look forward to learning.
Around you, you'll find your new teachers, Revanites who have spent their lives recovering the works of Darth Revan. Speak to them. Complete the tasks you are given. When you are through, return to me, and the Master will give you your final lessons.
Plenty of affection gained from that. I'm also trying to pick the options that give the most affection with Mako, so if you're looking to go that route, hopefully this video series will help you understand which choices you should make with the dialogue. Now, as far as this area is concerned, it's a pretty typical questing hub. It does have some very interesting plot information, but also you can gain a new title. Of course, there's the Codex entry right there. And it's basically just called, like, we'll use this person. It'll be like Reovan the Revanite.
Come here. Come closer. You are among the initiates who wish to join our order, and this is good. But tell me something. You are here because of the Order of Revan. Are you ready to die for us?
If that's what the Order requires.
So very eager, but not so very wise. Consider carefully, for every Revanite must face the trial of death, just as Revan died at the hands of the Jedi and Sith. Death freed Revan, left him unbound from all oaths and promises. It paved his road to rebirth. Will death free you from your past?
Anything's possible, but I'm pretty free already.
Do not be frightened. Change is nothing to fear. Before us is a path. Beyond the path is a cave. A cave dedicated to Darth Revan. Initiates fall on the path. Initiates are torn apart by things inside the cave. But initiates who reach the end are reborn. Remade.
You expect me to go to this cave?
I expect nothing of you. The choice to walk the path of Revan or to return to the life you left is yours. The path is here. The cave. The cave will be more trying.
Easy jobs bore me.
Remember, survival is not your goal. Trust in the path of Darth Revan. We have nothing more to discuss. Go and return to me when you reach the end of the cave.
I feel like this whole thing... Yeah, no, go in here, trust in the path of Darth Revan, but we haven't actually taught you a single thing about it. So, just wing it. You've got this, you'll be good. So where do we go for this anyways? We go down here. Okay. Neato.